it's just been raining. And by the way, I'm only going like 12 miles an hour, all right? So take it easy. I just dropped my daughter off at school. It's the side roads in Hawaii, and I'm not staring at you. Anyway, you see, that's what I wanted to talk about. This unbelievable desire that we have to correct people's quote-unquote toxic behavior, which in itself is the definition of toxic behavior. I saw somebody's post today, and I forget right now who it is. I want to give you a shout out, but I just forgot your name or who it was, and that's another thing. Names are completely irrelevant, okay? Identification, as we're learning, fuck it. That in itself is fucking toxic too. You are unique and special in your own mind, okay? In your own experience. Everybody else has their own experience too, and you don't need somebody else to validate your experience. Only you can. Anyway, all right. So to correct somebody else's, so the post was about Natureboy. If you don't know who that fucking guy is, look him up on YouTube. Holy Jesus, what a fucking hot mess. I did an interview with him. I think I just had the 1 year anniversary. I started really changing my life about 3 years ago. Actually, the last probably 6 years has been really dramatic. But I really kicked it into overdrive about 3 years ago, and at some point I started a podcast, and like just as podcasts started to get like fun and popular, I started one called Be Programming. I still have all the website and all that stuff, but Natureboy was one of my first real big interviews. I've had quite a few awesome celebrities, but YouTube celebrities are like my thing. I just love that shit. Like we've created this social network, right? Where, like when I was a kid, what do they call that? Real life? No. Oh shit. Oh come on, what is that called? Oh, I forget. Anyway, like real life shit. It's like watching Trainwreck, you know, like we just love it. We love to be in each other's lives, all up in each other's business. And you know what? It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is now. Through technology, we're connected. We're in each other's living rooms. We're also in each other's minds. This technology, this data, right? This streamlining data and information. Well, it is the electromagnetic frequency anyway. We're already doing it. The illusionary world in which we live in, it of course has to get like super duper amplified, right? The reflection, right? The what we're perceiving with these eyes needs to actually reflect what is possible. So the electromagnetic frequency through bees, I'm able to see how we can see the possibilities, right? So imagine you could paint the sky, because there is no quote unquote empty space. Yet the only way that you can see the stars is through empty space, right? But it's filled with particles. There's data. Water stores information. Watch the new movie Frozen 2. I mean, there's hidden messages everywhere. We've done this. My daughter likes to say we're in a movie inside a movie inside another movie. And I'm not sure if that movie was ever started or if it'll ever end. And you see, that's my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my future self. That's She got that information on her own. I don't ever say anything like that. I do talk about occasionally in my videos about a simulation. I entertain people that talk about flat earth. I do not think the earth is flat. However, my mind is not so closed that I wouldn't think it's possible. It is indeed possible that the earth is flat, and that maybe at one quote-unquote space in time, or time in space, the earth must have been flat. There is a version of our frequency where the earth is flat. Anyway, with all that being said, the sun is starting to shine. It's been raining like you know what, and I could see through the horizon the clouds part, and that gets me excited. I just dropped my daughter off at school. We've been on vacation for a month. She didn't finish her homework, and somebody posted about Natureboy and his toxic behavior and how people identify with it. Of course they do. All behaviors, we want affirmation. We want confirmation. We need a friend to tell us it's okay for us to feel the way that we feel. That's toxic, motherfucker. You know all these sayings. We are one. It's real. We are one. It's also okay to celebrate your uniqueness. It's also okay to celebrate a group, for example. You know, like it seems to be a big thing right now, pro-black. But then white people get super fucking triggered by it because it's like, well, we can't say we're pro-white. How can we? Oh my God. Will you just back the fuck up? Yes, it's toxic behavior, but who the fuck are you? You've been toxic. And as soon as somebody recognizes, but you gotta give people their space. You gotta give people their credit too. We all want the affirmation, right? So we collectively unify. That's what's fun. We collectively unify because we're one. So, the toxic behavior. Don't try to correct everybody. Let everybody learn, experience their experiences. When a child lies, you know better than to call them a liar. You know better than to whack them upside the head when they lie. Just don't pay it no attention. When they see the rise come out of you, then they get, whoa, either afraid or they enjoy the attention. Natureboy, he's toxic, yes, but you don't need to step in. Just shine a light if you can. You know, if you have a platform, right, then shine a light on the toxic behavior so people that are ready to learn are gonna learn. They're gonna witness. They're gonna observe. People that are in that particular position, and that's where I'm at. I'm in the observation mode. I'm collecting all the data through the electromagnetic frequency, through the moisture in the air. Water stores memory. I'm tapping into everything. I'm tapping into my DNA codes. You know, this is why people are identifying as what they don't appear to be, is because they're tapping into the genetic code. So they're experiencing confusion. It's normal. You don't have to tell them they're not a man. You don't have to be confused by their confusion. No, just identify if you want. See, like me, I appear to be in this white body, this white man's body. But let me tell you something. If I wasn't 100% solely attracted to women, I might think that I was a woman too. But that's only at particular times, because when women around me are experiencing their moon cycle, I start to fucking get crazy. I just don't say nothing. I just keep my mouth shut. But occasionally I'll post something on Facebook like I did yesterday. I could just cry, you know, I just got back from vacation, and then at the end of the vacation, I was I left my daughter in Arizona for a little while, for like a week. It's the first time I've been without my daughter in a long time, and it was difficult to experience that idea of separation. So, yesterday was like my first real full experience with her since she had been back. Like Saturday I had her too, but like relaxed, calm, enjoyed, peaceful time. That was the first time, and it was just so good. I could just cry, and we had experienced, a potentially toxic behavior together. Like she started being really pissed off about something, and I started to like feel the energy, and I started to like rise with negative energy too. And then I realized what I was doing, so I told my daughter, I said, see, look, I'm learning too. You're teaching me. I'm not just teaching you. And this is an opportunity for us to recognize that we're both starting to get angry, and that we can just relax and remember that the thing between us is love. So that's the thing that draws us together. And I don't need to correct you, and you don't need to correct me. I'm providing structure for you. I'm providing safety for you. I'm providing a net for you to fall into. And you are teaching me empathy, compassion, how to operate within this beautiful structure that is infinite. Anyway, honoring people's feelings, no matter where they're at, would be a first good step. Like, just because you see it as toxic doesn't mean they do quite yet. It's still cool to honor that, it's still cool. Even a crazy fuck like Natureboy, Now, when it comes to minors, when it comes to children, that one, I don't know, I think he admitted to like exposing children to his sexuality. Obviously, that's no good. Yeah. So, we have things in place. We have structures in place already that we can fall back on when the delusion gets kind of wild, and we can refer to that. So you don't even need to stress about that. Just point you in this direction. This is where you need to go. And if you do not go, then I will talk to them, and they will come to you. It's simple things like that. You don't need to get all fucking crazy worked up, because your reaction could potentially be just as bad. So the toxic behavior, right? So when you get triggered by Natureboy, exposing children to unhealthy shit, right? That can make you mad, right? Why is it going to make you mad? That's the other question. It's triggering you for a deep, deep reason, right? So you got to breathe in and then release the toxic energy so that you can make a sound choice, a sound reaction. You don't want to react from a place of fear. You don't want to react from a place of any kind of negative energy. Fear serves you, but only that quickly. That's it. Yeah, fear will change structure really quick. Anger will change structure. So let's just say you get so triggered by him exposing children to adult situations, so you come after him with a fucking gun because you don't want children to suffer, right? And you think it's justified to blast that fool. Guess what? Now you just took yourself out of your children's lives. Justified though. We need to protect our keiki, our children. We need to protect them. We need to provide the structure for them. We also need them to bear witness how we observe and react to stressful situations, to stressful scenarios. This is important. Anyway, I love you, and I accept you just as you are, all the time. Even if it's a challenge for me to accept you and what you're doing, I'll do it. I'll just keep exposing these things. I'll just keep shining the light. Because I won't engage in the toxic behavior. I'm learning too, though. If I fail, forgive me. I'm learning. Aloha.